Hey, good people. How's everyone doing? Trust that everyone is doing well. Hopefully, you're having a great weekend. Close out of our weekend. Super Bowl Sunday is upon us, right? So I'm gonna try to jump in for a few moments, and I'm gonna get out of here. I know everybody's trying to enjoy the Super Bowl Sunday and whatever things going on with family and friends, and so don't want to intrude on too much of your time. Just come in and share a few things with you. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, I'm Chris, just trying to share my little knowledge, share my little experience, maybe share some tips, share something to help someone out. I had a few things to come across my mind on today. First, the wife and I, we went out to grab a bite to eat at Saturday service today, right? At the church service, we went out to grab a bite to eat, excuse me, at Ruby Tuesday. And I wanted to shoot a text out to my kids, right? My grown kids, that is. Wanted to shoot a text out to them, chime in, see how everyone was doing. But I pulled the phone up, and the first thing I did, some reason I opened up TikTok, and there was a guy there saying sharing some knowledge about crypto, what have you, and he was talking about, the different projects he's been in, excuse me, and what he has taken advantage of this past about week and a half, while the crypto market has been really dipping, right? Dipping, in my eyes, crashing. I mean, I've seen things that I'm in drop down about quite a drop, right? Quite a drop. I'm sure everyone's crypto portfolio is looking mighty funny right about now, right? Chris Sain loves to say in the market, he be referring to stock, but it goes both markets. He loves to say it's about the trip, trap, and frustrate crew. That's what the super wealthy do, right? They manipulate the market. They, excuse me, a lot of wealthy folks can pull some profit. And when you're super wealthy and you have hundreds of millions in, you take some profit. We're just talking about a portion of their profits. But if three or four do that and they pull out like 20 million out of the hundreds of millions a piece, it's gonna cause those positions, whether that stock or that crypto, that what have you, it's gonna dip. So don't be afraid if you've done your research, right? If you've done your research, this run-up season is not over. This crypto summer, what have you, it's not over. We still have time, plenty of time. Not only that, it's a great buying opportunity if you're new, or if you have ridiculous, or if you had high averages, right? You can take advantage of the dips. And some may say, well, where am I supposed to find the money at? $10, $20 into a position on a regular basis can lower your average from the great prices we have right now, right? So anyway, I put up TikTok, and the guy was talking about, well, I sent a message to my brother and a good friend of mine, and I sent the video, and I was saying, this past week, everybody has been talking about Ondo Finance, right? For several reasons. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an expert. I'm just here sharing my tips, sharing my little knowledge. So they was talking about Ondo Finance. That is a crypto, right? And they were talking about the great things about it, what's been going on, how politicians been buying into Ondo Finance. Ondo has a few projects that they're teaming up with, I believe, Sui. And Ondo and Sui has been a lot of talk over the past few days. So what my goal is to bring things to your attention, do your own research, and put a portion of your funds at risk, right? So want to put Ondo Finance on you, bring that to your attention. Want to bring Sui to your attention. Lately out here, a lot of folks talking about Canada, right? Canada, ADA. Canada, ADA is the same. Short name is ADA, long name is Cardano, right? Cardano. That is a crypto. So I've heard about that off and on over the past few months, but I've been talking about it in my inner circle for well over 2 years, right? So it's a great time to be acquiring under, right? ICP. I've been talking about ICP, Internet Computer, for the entire time that I've had this channel and beyond in my inner circle. ICP, Internet Computer. Just want to bring it to your attention, look it up, and do a little research on it. Some people say you should not be buying stock or crypto if you don't know what it is or what it does. Yes, I agree with that to a point. If you're going to put some money at risk, put some money at risk. If you haven't done your research and everybody's talking about it, personally, I would say drop at least $5 or $10 in. Go do your research. If you have 2 or 3 cryptos, 2 or 3 stock, and you haven't had the chance to do your research, it's not going to kill you to drop $5 or $10 into each. But it will amaze you when you finally do your research and 2 weeks later you go back and you see what that small bit of money had done for you. Then you're like, man, I am behind the curveball. But if you never get off the sidelines, if you never get in the game, then you're always going to be talking about wish you coulda, woulda. Anyway, again, I'm just bringing things to your attention. I'm 6 minutes in, so I'm getting ready to close out. But I just wanted to point out some of the things that everybody's talking about. All of the guys who really know what they're talking about is talking about the things that I've been bringing to your attention for the longest. But I don't have anything to impress you with, so hey, what does he know? Again, I pointed it out to my inner circle. I know it's been ugly for a minute over the past couple of weeks, right? In my opinion, over the past, it's been ugly most of this year. I think it started getting ugly midway through December in the crypto market. Ugly on one end, good on another hand, because if your positions were weak, when I say weak, the size of your positions was nowhere near what you wanted them to be, then over the past, what is this, February? So I'd be over the past 60 plus days, you've had a chance to turn that around, and you've been able to pick up some really great crypto projects at a discount. That's just my opinion, right? So if you've done your research, if you understand, if you've done your research about the Bitcoin halving, which I talked about for the longest, leading up to it, about a year and a half before it came about, I was saying, look up Bitcoin halving, look up what takes place after the Bitcoin halving. Anyway, the moon bags are coming. That everybody been talking about the moon bags, the parabolic run. Parabolic mean when you see your money, you have a position in a crypto and you see it double. 1x. 1x is when it doubles. When your money turn over 1 time, that's a 1x, right? Turn over 2 times, that's a 2x. Turn over 3 times, that's a 3x. Turn over 4 times, that's a 4x. And it goes on, yada, yada, yada. Some people are going to see 10x's in certain positions. Some people are going to see 20x's in certain positions. But that depends on your entry point, how long you accumulated your position size, how much time you put into your position size, and how big your pockets were. So you can't hate on somebody if they have a 20x and you have a 4x. The point is you turned your money over multiple times. So get in. So talking about the cryptos, ICP, Cardano, XRP, right? That's hot. Solana is hot. Solana is not on the cheap end, but it's dropped down over $100. So it's dropped down over $100 for every coin you can acquire. Do your research. Just bring up Solana to your attention. Versus stocks that I've been talking about. I've been talking about Palantir. I know I said over a year ago it's going to 100. You didn't have to take my word. You could do your own research. Somebody may say he didn't show us in the charts, and he didn't show us this, and he didn't talk about this. My job is to bring things to your attention, do your own research, put some money at risk, reap the rewards over time. Another good friend of mine was saying how he had money in a position, and then it was not moving to his timeline of what he wanted or expected. So he sold it and he put it to something else that was running. Well, everything in the stock market and crypto market goes up and down like a heartbeat, up and down. I've said this multiple times, right? So if you buy something when it's just running, and it's up, once it goes up, what it's going to do, eventually it has to come back down, right? So he moved his money out of something that he had built a good, strong position in, moved it over to something that was already running, and within 2 days after he put his money in, he watched it run up $200. His position ran up $200, and then it started coming down. The next thing you know, he was down $800. The position he sold out of all of a sudden took off, and the money that he would have had in it would have been up like a few $1,000s. What is my point of sharing that with you? You have to be patient in this game, in the stock market, in the crypto market. You have to be patient. If you do your research, trust the process, right? Give it time to work. We're always talking about in investing, you want to invest money that you're not going to need for at least a year or two, and you want to give it time to grow. He don't know what he's talking about. Take note, folks. You got to do, it's Rome was not built overnight, right? So my thing was, he did not give his money time to grow, moved it into something else that was running fast, made a couple $100, lost a couple $100, didn't take profit, right? And he didn't have time to build himself a good, strong position because he bought it when it was already running. There's a lesson to be gained from that. So anyway, you put your money into something when you can buy it, when nobody else wants it, when it's all beat down, but you've done your research and you see what it's tied to. You see the work that it has in the background that is going to be building up, right? Such as Palantir, SoFi, that I've been talking about, both were going to $100, right? So Palantir, after its earnings last week, ran up to over $100, right? Went all the way up to 120. Matter of fact, I think it went 114. Is it still a good time to buy Palantir? It's a good time to DCA and dollar cost average, start acquiring, right? Don't necessarily have to buy a whole share, buy half a share. A few days later or a week later, buy another half a share. Just keep doing that because it's still expected to rise throughout the year of 25. I heard an expert saying the other day he expected to rise throughout 25 and 26. Didn't give a price prediction of where he expected to go, but he expected to keep running, right? But if you got in Palantir at $8 or $16 or $20 or $30 and you watch it run up to $100, I'm gonna leave that alone. Again, my job is to bring things to you, pique your interest, encourage you to do your own research, and put some money at risk. So with that being said, I probably have beat the hammer to death, beat the nail to death. I apologize if I don't have the presentation that you prefer. But my job is to bring things to you to help you, 1, grow your financial knowledge, 2, grow your financial wealth. So with that being said, people, I hope everyone have a good closeout of the weekend. Have fun cheering for your team during the Super Bowl. Enjoy the commercials and the halftime show, which we all tune in for, right? All is well with me. I'm doing good. My family's doing good. We have no complaints. I wish you and your family all the best. I wish you and your financial journey all the best. With that being said, you guys take care and be blessed continually, my friend.